Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I have 3 stories to share with you in this latest Moon Lambo extravaganza. You thought I was going to say hot jam. I tricked you. All right, check out this headline. This is the first one. This is really super interesting. Because I'm going to drop some data on you that I hadn't seen anybody else in the community tabulate themselves. But check this out. Here's the headline. XRP set to end December and fourth quarter in green, ending 5-year losing streak. Now, of course, and I'll show you exactly what they mean by that. There's still time to screw that up because there's a few days left. But it's actually looking pretty darn positive here. There's also this headline. Ripple could dump over 96 million liquid XRP before 2023 ends. And I have a very simple point on that one. And then there's this one having nothing to do with XRP, but it's interesting. And also, there is a lesson in this. But look at this headline. This is terrible. JP Morgan Chase accused of destroying $50 million fortune with risky bets as investor slipped into dementia. Yeah, that's a real headline. But before going further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, so into this pursed feast. Pursed feast? Yeah, we're going into the pursed feast. That's what we're doing. Somebody got a Nutrigrain in that purse. I don't know. All right. XRP is on the verge of closing December 2023 in the green as it looks to break a 5-year losing streak that has seen it end December with losses since 2018. XRP's performance since October has disappointed investors, especially compared to the pace of the broader crypto market within the same time frame. So folks, I'm already tired of this narrative, and I've seen this a lot, and I've kind of ripped it to shreds. I'll just be brief here. There are tons of coins that have not blasted off yet. XRP is one of them, although in 2023, it's done pretty well. It damn near doubled the price. If people at the beginning of 2023 knew for sure that XRP at the end of the year would be over 60 cents, they probably would have been happy. In the absence of any additional information, but it's just, you look at it's comparison. Like I keep saying, comparison is the thief of joy. That's what's happening here. You're looking at other stuff, and then this one thing you own isn't going off to blast off yet anyway. It's so what? It doesn't all go up at once. So it's not a big deal. But here's what they ended up showing. They showed a website, which I have shared, and I have noted that most months XRP is actually down in price. If you were to bet in any given month, in the absence of any additional information, if you were just asked to guess if XRP is going to go up or down, if you were asked that every single month to place a bet going back to August of 2013, which is the first month that's tracked for this, if you had just said, I bet that XRP is going to go down, you'd be right most of the time. You would be. And that doesn't mean there's something wrong with XRP. It's the case that when XRP goes, it really goes. So it trends upward despite the fact that most individual months are down. It just goes on such rips when it goes. Yeah, more than makes up for it. Let's just say that. More than makes up for it. But the point that the article was making was right. If you look right here, top right portion of the screen here, you can see that we've actually got 10 full years from 2014 through 2023 showing the price activity for every single month in terms of percentage gains or losses. And we also have 5 months in 2013, which means 5 data points in 2013 from August through the end of December. So if you look back to 2018, and this is the point they were making in the article, December has been down for each of the last 5 data points, 2018 through 2022. 5 years in a row right there down. This would be the first time where XRP is actually not down. And so, I'd say I don't want to jinx it, but I'm not superstitious because that stuff is stupid and it's not grounded in logic and science. But, so I'm not going to jinx it. But, we're up right now. It's in the green. So there's still time to screw this thing up. But we're up 4.55% for the month of December. So happy to see it. Happy to see that. But, I actually crunched some more numbers just out of curiosity since the Crypto Basic wrote this article. It got me thinking. Because I had already made the point broadly, like, obviously most months are down. So check this out. I actually wrote this down. So if December ends up in the green for XRP this year, This will actually be the 8th green month, the 8th price positive month this year. 8 out of 12. That's high. That is not common. And so look, because again, this is rare, as most months for XRP have been red, historically. They just have. It's on your screen right there. And so check this out. In 2022, only 4 months out of 12 were green. So that means 8 months price was down. This is why people get beat up so much in XRP. This is why people get destroyed. People are not emotionally equipped to handle this. That's why it's like, kudos to you listening to this. If you're still here and you've been here for a hot minute, kudos to you. This market destroys people. So again, 2022, 4 months in the green. In 2021, 6 months in the green. In 2020, there were 5 months. 2020, there were 5 months. In 2019, there were 4 green months. In 2018, and this is painful, there were 2 green months. That's right. If you were there in 2018, as I was, you endured 10 months where the price of XRP was worse than the month before. Yay, good times, everybody. In 2017, though, and this probably won't be surprising because, I mean, it was bull movement, but there were 8 positive months. But in 2016, there were only 5 green months. In 2015, there were only 4 green months out of 12. In 2014, there were also only 4 green months out of 12. So you can see, this is what I'm saying, like, most of what it is to be an XRP holder is to suffer. But when it goes, yes, we get ours. That's a big part of what is so alluring as an XRP holder, because you know when it goes historically. And in 2013, like I said earlier, there were only 5 months of data, right? But only 2 of those 5 data points, 2 of the 5 months, only 2 of them were green. So, including December of 2023, and I know it's not quite over, but let's just say it ends in the green. That means we now have 125 data points, with each month being a data point. There have been only 57 green months for XRP in history versus 69 red months. That means 55% of months have had downward price action for XRP, and only about 45% have been to the upside. So you can see, again, how easy it is for people to get destroyed. But, you know, that it's just going to make it that much sweeter when this thing actually goes here, which I firmly believe is going to happen. Now on to the next topic, Ripple. And again, I'm going to be brief on this one. It's just I see headlines like this, and I just got to chime in. Ripple could dump over 96 million liquid XRP before 2023 ends. Folks, that's a drop in the bucket. You understand, like, I don't know what it is right now. I don't pull up for this video, but earlier today, I was looking at the 24-hour volume for XRP. And it was at something like $1.7 billion. So here you're talking about 96 million liquid XRP worth about 60 cents each. So somewhere in the neighborhood of about $60 million compared to a 24-hour period of volume of 1.7 billion. This does not matter. This is a rounding error. And I'm being polite in saying that it's a rounding error. It's nothing. Even if Ripple, quote unquote, dumped all of that, you wouldn't notice. Nobody would notice, except for the people that read these headlines. So I just wanted to point it out, because some people see the big numbers and they don't understand the context, or what's it mean, or what's the backdrop, what are we talking about in terms of volume? It's such a small percentage of global volume, it won't move the price of XRP at all. Not even if it's done all at once. Not a snowball's chance in hell. So I don't even need to read the article. I just wanted to note that. And then there's this from the Daily Hodl. JP Morgan Chase accused of destroying $50 million fortune with risky bets as investors slipped into dementia. The family of a high net worth investor who's suffering from dementia claims the banking giant took advantage of an ailing man and squandered a $50 million fortune. Yoon Dolger says her now 86-year-old husband Peter had begun treatment for dementia when he signed a letter absolving the bank of liabilities for losses incurred as a sophisticated investor, reports Bloomberg. The lawsuit claims the Dolger's fortune was essentially wiped out by the bank as it loaned millions of dollars to Peter in order to deploy leveraged bets on oil and gas securities. And by the way, that's a key sentence right there. So millions of dollars were loaned to Peter, who had a net worth already of $50 million, but he was getting loaned for millions of dollars to make leveraged bets on oil and gas securities. So, if things don't go well, you lose that all. This is why I don't play with leverage. So anyway, let me read a little further. Yoon says she finally hit the panic button and liquidated the holdings in March of 2020. At that point, the $50 million fortune had evaporated, leaving the couple with $400,000 from JP Morgan's investments and $1.1 million in another account. JP Morgan has filed a counterclaim stating that because Peter signed that letter, the couple's claims have no merit. And in a statement, JP Morgan says it repeatedly suggested to Mr. Dolger that he diversify and reduce his overall exposure. Quote, Mr. Dolger signed an agreement delivered to Mr. Dolger and his personal attorney, acknowledging that advice and affirming that he was financially knowledgeable and sophisticated and fully aware of the concentration risk. End quote. Yoon says the couple is now living with relatives after selling their condominium in Boston. Quote, we had 100% trust in them that they will manage our assets. We didn't expect them to make us a fortune, but at least make us comfortable. End quote. So here's the deal. I don't know which side is actually right because all I have is a story and the information that that would be persuasive for one side or the other. I've not seen it made publicly available to this point. Maybe at some point it will be in the future. So I'm not going to assume. Now, it's like, here's somebody with, in this case, somebody with dementia and this liquidated, obviously your heart goes out. I can't say specifically whether it's not. So this is the way I operate in life. Like, until I have sufficient evidence, my attitude, my perspective is, I'm not sure. And that's the right approach. That's just what I sometimes I start to lean one way or another, but that's typically based upon more information coming out. So this is a strong claim here, but that's not even why I'm pulling this up. Regardless of whether or not this guy was taken advantage of, and he may have been, I don't know. I flatly don't know. There's no way I could know from this one article, right? Whether he was or wasn't, the moral, the moral of the story that we can definitely take away from this is leverage bad. And especially in crypto. I'm sorry, what? The thousands of percentage of gains that people typically earn or frequently earn at a minimum in the world of crypto, that's not enticing enough? You want to amp that up with some damn leverage? Holy hell. I'm never going to be able to relate to the people that do that. I'm never going to be able to relate to the people that do that, especially in crypto. There's so much opportunity for life-changing wealth and you want to put it all on the line. This is the type of crap that can happen. $50 million turned into almost nothing. That's incredible. So, if this guy was actually taken advantage of, I hope that justice is done. And if not, then shouldn't have been playing with leverage here. So I have no way of knowing though. That's just the case. So I don't have a stance in terms of whether or not he was or wasn't taken advantage of. I certainly hope not, because that's repulsive if so. I mean, we'd all agree on that. That would be repulsive to take advantage of somebody like that and in that particular state. That's just gross. But either way, don't play with leverage maybe. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.